There is one major difference between your dreams and waking life. I mean, there's a lot of major differences, but there's one that I'm going to talk about right now. If you enter a dream tonight, it's probably going to be different from your dream last night. On the other hand, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're probably going to be in the same bed that you went to sleep in. Now, there are recurring dreams and recurring dream themes, but you'll probably notice that for the most part, when you enter into a brand new dream, everything is brand new. There's very little consistency from dream to dream. But what if you want there to be more consistency? What if you want to be able to visit a place of your own creation and come back there again and again and again and have it actually resemble the place that you first visited and not just look completely random every single time? Well, I want you to think back to some of the dreams that you've had before, because there's a clue there to how you can do this. If you think back to some of your dreams set in places that you're not very familiar with, and you think back to some of your dreams set in places that you're very, very familiar with, that you have spent a lot of time in waking life, you'll probably notice a big difference in the level of consistency between them. In those dreams in unfamiliar locations, if you ever end up in the same place twice, often it looks nothing like that place. In fact, even with locations that you've been to in waking life, a lot of the time if you've only been there once or twice and you go there in a dream, each time that you visit that place in a dream, it will look completely randomized. The walls might be different colors. The shape of the room that you're in might completely change. Everything will look a bit different. On the other hand, if you visit your own house in a lucid dream, and then you visit again in another lucid dream, most of the stuff in that house is going to stay pretty consistent to how it is in waking life. Now, not everything is going to stay consistent. If you spin around on the spot in your house in a lucid dream, things are still going to change. And up close, there's still going to be some difference in the details from visit to visit. But I think you can see that there's a very big difference between those kinds of dreams. And that right there is the clue to how you can have more consistency. If there's a particular place you want to reoccur, a particular character, a particular object, or if you just want to continue a particular adventure that you started in one of your lucid dreams. And the clue is in what dreams are made up of. The waking world is the material world. It is made up of matter, and unless you change that matter, the things don't change. But the dream world is entirely made up of your subconscious mind, and it is largely based on your memories. That's why you'll hear things like, oh, you won't ever see a face in a dream unless you've seen that face somewhere in the waking world. Now, I've looked into that claim, and I can't find any evidence backing up that that's actually the case. But I at least believe that yes, any face that you see in a dream is going to be based on the faces that you've seen in waking life. And it's the same for anything that you see in your dreams. Anything that you see in your dreams is going to be based on your prior experiences, based on things that you've seen. Now, something brand new can be generated, but it's brand new in the sense of being a new object. It's still taking parts of all of those things that are in your memories, all those things that you've seen and experienced in the waking world, or that you've seen videos or pictures of, or that you've heard someone talking about. So the reason that things that you're very familiar with in waking life tend to be more consistent in your dreams is because you have a lot more memory of those things. So if you want to make something else more persistent in your dreams, you should utilize this. Make your memory of that thing stronger. You can do this through repetition. If you have a particular location that you would like to create in a dream, the more times that you visit it, the more consistency there'll be in the features of that place as you visit it in future. And it helps to have an outline of what you want there to be consistency between here. If you're actually going for a persistent world or location in your dreams, try and actually design this location in waking life and go over and repeat looking at that actual design. It can be a sketch, it can be a written description of the place, it can be a 3D model or something that you've created in some room design software. It doesn't really matter how you go about creating it, as long as you have some sort of persistent form that you can revisit over and over and over again until it gets solidified in your memory. Because once it's solidified in your memory, that's when it's going to have some consistency to it from dream to dream. You can use notes and journaling here to help you the same way that you'd use them when you want to improve your memory on a subject that you're learning about. You can learn about your fictional object or fictional location that you want to create in your dream by writing about it, writing about your experiences when you do actually visit it in a lucid dream, writing about what you want that place to look like, what you want that place to be like, maybe the backstory of that place. Essentially do a bit of world building for your world that you want to build. And as this process continues, you're going to start to find that there's more solidity to the idea and then more consistency to the idea when you encounter it in your dreams. You often hear authors and other creators of fiction say that eventually an idea of theirs took hold in such a way that it took on a life of its own. And that's essentially what you're going for if you want anything persistent in your dreams. You want to come up with an idea, but then you want to work on that idea, revisit that idea, and make that idea so solid that you just know what the place or what the object is like, as if it was something that you had encountered in the real world. And when it comes to building solid memories, connections really help you out here. After all, the more you access a pathway to a particular memory, the more easy it is to get there. But also, the more pathways that you have to that memory, the easier it is to get there. So it can be good to actually connect any sort of persistent objects that you want in your dreams to each other. If you have two locations that you want to keep visiting in your dreams, make them part of the same place, so that every time you encounter one, you're encountering at least a little bit of the other. If you create a fictional object that you want to appear in your dreams, you can associate it with a place. You can give it a backstory about where it came from. Build this thing up in your mind in lots of little ways like this, and over time you'll start to find that yes, it does become more solid in your dreams too. I hope you found this helpful. If you'd like to learn more about this, about the act of creating your own persistent dream worlds, and about lucid dreaming in general, how to get lucid, how to control those dreams, about the foundational things that you should do before you even start lucid dreaming, about how to troubleshoot common errors with lucid dreaming. If that's the case, you should check out the Lucid Dream book. There'll be a link in the top right hand corner or down in the description below, and if you use code LUCID at checkout, you can get 15% off. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and enable all notifications so you can stay up to date when my new videos come out. And if you want to keep watching, check out one of the videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you there soon. Take care and have some awesome lucid dreams.